As a camera operator, I'm always chasing the best cameras on the market. It's great to geek out over the latest drops and flops, but I feel I speak for a lot of us when I say there's always an element of compromise involved when it comes to choosing the one for you. For example, take the Canon C300 Mark II, a great camera which produces some beautiful 4K images, but when filming in slow motion, the image is cropped. In contrast, how about the Sony A7S? This camera also shoots beautiful 4K images and full frame slow motion, but it doesn't have built-in ND filters or XLR inputs, unlike the C300. Of course, there's never going to be an all-singing, all-dancing camera, but on this 4-minute tech episode, I'm going to chat about a camera that I use on a daily basis, one that I feel offers the least amount of tech compromise, the Sony FS7. I shoot a lot of videos in the corporate sector, and therefore I'm always working to a budget, so I need to operate quickly and efficiently and create great looking content. The Sony FS7 gives me so much confidence when it comes to these types of shoots, and I've noticed a lot of camera operators in the sector are using them. Here's several reasons why I love it. First of all, it shoots 4K resolution. This instantly improves the quality of your image and allows for the most amount of flexibility in post. If you're delivering your project in HD, for example, shooting 4K gives you more pixels to play with, allowing you to crop in post-production, while still maintaining good image quality. Secondly, it has a high dynamic range with a 14-stop latitude. This is the same dynamic range as top-end Hollywood cameras like the Arri Alexa, for example, in a camera a small fraction of its price. HDR, in my opinion, is essential for good quality video production these days, once again allowing more flexibility in post, this time in terms of grade. The next tick in the box for me is that the camera has built-in neutral density filters. I love this feature purely for its quick and efficient operating. There's no messing around with matte boxes and glass filters, which often requires a bigger crew. It's already there. Having a native ISO of 2000 is another really big selling point for me on the Sony FS7. Grainy images do not sit well in corporate video production, and having such a high ISO threshold means that shooting doesn't require powerful lighting kits to compensate. This gives you flexibility when filming in a variety of locations, from well-lit conference rooms to dingy theatres, with minimal kit and crew. And finally, having professional quality audio inputs is the icing on the cake for me with the FS7. Not only does it have all of these amazing features, the option to record professional sounding audio via its XLR inputs is convenient too. To bring this back to what I was saying earlier about compromise, let's check out other camera comparisons on the market. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the Sony A7S on paper looks like a good deal here. It's affordable, with 12 stops of HDR, internal 4K recording, and a high native ISO. But it's a shame that it lacks built-in NDs and XLR audio. The C300 Mark II, a well-known competitor to the Sony FS7, is competitively priced, has a better HDR latitude of 15 stops. Where it falls down for me is its low 4K frame rates, unless filming with a windowed sensor at 120 frames per second. From this list, I do think one to watch is the Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro, which is well priced and has some great features. Let's not ignore the incredible features of the Sony F5, but that's considerably more expensive in terms of budget. Of course, this is all part of the fun for us camera nerds when it comes to investing in technology. Thanks for watching my review of the Sony FS7. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment.